Alright, welcome back to more gun.
You have ridden before, have you not? Alrighty, you ready, friend?
Let's do it.
Being honest as I am, I'll give you a chance to run around a bit before we leave. So let's try some sprinting. Press the sprint button to spur your horse. Fine. Do it again. Yeah. Notice that burst of speed you're getting. Kick the ass. Spurring too much can even kill your horse. Then he'll be real mad. All right, let's see you attempt some jumps. Rest your spurs for a spell, and the horse will revive. Fine and dandy. Do it again. Okay, easy enough. Show me if you got the goods, kid. Any cuss worth his britches ought to be able to whip me in a horse race. Now let's see how good you really are. Let's race.
Alright, so we're gonna race Honest Tom. He kind of cheats at the first of it, so just be careful. Grab ammo when you can.
Start the race facing the same direction as me.
Okay. I want to show something. Well, let's go ahead and do this race real quick.
Don't cheat. Get back here.
What do you mean don't cheat? I'm behind you.
3 laps round the meadow. Get ready to race. Ready? Go!
Oh, okay. Right there to the left. There was a big pile of gold. Later on, you will have the ability to mine that gold. But first you need a pick, I believe. Wrong button. Yeah. As long as you get in front of them, it's not hard to win the race.
You're fast. Okay, that's one. Now let's see what you can shoot from the saddle. Follow me.
Okay. I was saying a second ago, you'll have the ability to mine that gold after you get a pick. And you're going to want to go around and get as much of it as you can. Because
At least 5 of the buffalo grazing yonder.
money, well,
Remember, you must use your trample or skid attack in order to get credit for killing the buffalo.
okay. This is kind of an advanced horse maneuver here. But anyway, that's going to be one of the
Come on. Got another.
it's going to be one of the things that I'm going to do. And probably be a pretty boring video, but I mean, if you're playing along, you get to see where all the gold is. But every time you mine gold, I think you get 10 bucks, and you can get quite a bit of gold early in the game if you just take the time to do it.
Shoot more of these bottles.
And money early in the game is
Ready? Go!
money early in the game is a good thing. You want to get as much of it as you can. And an easy way to make money is mining gold, and also
If you whip me on this part, then I'm gonna have to give you my horse.
beating
Them
poker
pesky
tournaments.
horses are back to scabbing. You can use spur or trample to scatter them. Wolves! Hit 'em up!
I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I should have just played out this little tutorial part before I started trying to talk about it, but all right.
Well, kid, you win fair and square. Be kind to her, will you?
I will.
She's been a good animal.
Thanks. Come on.
God damn it, it took you long enough.
So much for your name.
You really think I'd give up my ride without a fight? Let's kill this bastard. He's got an Alhambra token on him. There he
Alright, we're ready to find a good vantage point. Alright, Tom.
Ow! Oh!
Much obliged, Tom. If I pass this way again, I'll be sure to throw some dirt on you.
Alright, cool. So we completed the mission. We unlocked New Pony Express, Bounty, and Poker missions. Pretty sure every time that you complete a mission that you'll unlock just a few more things. There's different little side missions that you can do in this game. Nothing too extensive. There's also rancher side missions that you can do. And there's also hunting side missions, I believe. I'd like to refill my rifle, but okay, there we go. Okay. Trail to Dodge. I believe there's some gold you can mine on the way. It's not too far. Take a Nothing up there. Yeah, you might not get it all, but get as much of it as you can. As soon as you have the ability to... We're going to head for Dodge City, and there's some stuff we have to do there. As soon as you are able to leave Dodge City, then the rest of the world pretty much opens up to you. And that's when you have the opportunity to mine as much gold as possible. See, there's some gold right there. Now, you won't be able to come back to this part. As you can see, there's a river up ahead. We're going to take a ferry across this river, and you won't be able to ferry back across the river for a pretty good while.
This is my last run till further notice. The fugitive band of Apaches are on the warpath again. They cut the telegraph and destroyed the bridge leading out of Dodge.
What's got them stirred up?
New railroad between Dodge and Empire. Cuts through their land.
Dodge City. Take the token to the Alhambra Saloon and ask for Jenny. That's what Ned said just before he died.
Alright. Time to head into
Oh, and
Dodge.
seeing as you're new to Dodge, I thought I'd better warn you about the locals. Dodge can be a pretty rough place, so if you're gonna start a fight, be prepared to finish it. Or plan on getting out of town until it blows over. I'm sure you'll be fine. Have a good one.
Okay. Alright, there's a wanted poster up ahead. Might not be a bad idea to see if we can try to do something real quick. Save a little time. That's the edge of Dodge. You can't really go much further. Alright, you got Pony Express missions, and then you've also got a shopkeep. I don't know if we have any money yet, but it might be a good idea to go over some stuff. Let's check this out. Okay, side mission. Do you want to start this side mission? General store. Do you want to make your gunfire faster? Get a pickaxe to mine for gold? You can spend your money here. Do you want to see what's for sale? Yes.
Just received a new shipment of goods. Have a look.
Yeah, he'll pretty much always say that. Okay, we do have 40 bucks, and we can go ahead and buy a pickaxe if we want to, and get an extra shot. That'd be really helpful, and that would, that'd be 40 bucks well spent right there. The pickaxe and the extra shot. Then immediately after that, skip over the shotgun, because we don't have one yet, so we don't necessarily need that. Go right to the pistol, because the pistol is going to be the most used weapon in this game. Get that one. Let's see. Either one of these would be fine. Speed loader. That'll allow you to reload faster. That'd probably be a little better. Increase pistol bullet power by 33%. That wouldn't be too bad either. Probably reload time would be a little bit better from now, because we have a pistol right now, but we're going to get a little bit better one just right here on this very next core mission. So maybe let's skip over the pickaxe because we're not going to be able to use it just yet. Let's get the extra shot. Alright, if we want the second extra shot, it costs us 50. We don't have enough for that, so we'll come back to that one. Yeah, let's get the speed loader for now. And that'll leave us with no money, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, the Pony Express missions, they're not too tough. Basically, all you're going to do is you're basically a Pony Express rider. They're going to give you a mission to do, and all you have to do is just It's like certain little things like deliveries, things like that. They're pretty easy. They give you a little money. And then the wanted posters up ahead, what they're going to do is they're going to ask you to hunt somebody down, and most of the missions will say that we'll give you this much money if he's dead, and a little bit more. Well, it's usually about twice as much more if he's alive. Now there are some wanted posters where they specifically want them alive or dead, and I think there's maybe one or two that give you specific about whether or not they want the horse. I think there's one that says return the prize horse or something like that. But anyway, they're not too tough. They get harder as you go through the game. If I was to talk to him right now, this Pony Express mission would be very simple. It'd be just a simple delivery here in the town somewhere. The reason I was saying earlier in the last video that the knife is your friend is because the knife is the initial melee weapon that you get. Now, if you take a wanted poster mission and you decide that you want to try to take the guy alive, then what you're going to want to do is cut him a few times with the knife and then subdue him. Now, you want to use the knife for sure. You don't want to use any of the other, not even, well, I'll go ahead and say the next melee weapon is a hatchet, and then the final one is a cavalry sword. But you're going to want to use the knife because either one of those two melee weapons will almost kill the guy after one or two hits anyway. Now the knife will take a few more hits. So you're going to want to use the knife to kind of wear him down a little bit and then subdue him. Don't try to take somebody alive using the hatchet or the sword, because you'll probably kill him and then you'll get half the money. So that's another reason I say, or that's basically the reason I say the knife is your friend. Because if you're going for money, then if you're going for money on these wanted posters, then that's what you want to use. Okay. We can't go back across the river. I'd like to go down there and talk to that guy and just see what he says. I should have talked to him before I got off the ferry, but I'll do that later on. Let's try a Pony Express mission just to see. It shouldn't be too hard, and we'll get a little money for it. There's different places where wanted posters are posted, but I'm pretty sure they're the same poster no matter which one that you look at. Let's check it out and see what this guy says.
You look like the adventuring sort, but are you daredevil enough to ride for the Pony Express? Well, if you want the work, come see me. I'm around. You might also try my brother Daryl in Empire. The pay's real good. If y'all stay alive long enough to spend it. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Alright, so let's give it a try.
Okay, gonna start you off easy. Go lend tiny tubs of ham. Poor fella's so big, he can't walk from one end of town to the other.
Okay. And they are timed, so... Alright, so we're going to head down here. I think when we find him, that's when the time will start. They'll get real extensive at the end. You'll have to switch horses, and you'll be traveling a pretty long way. All right, let's get this horse out of the way because he's got one there for us.
I declare I am simply famished. If I don't procure some comestibles post-haste, I shall surely perish. I do believe the shopkeep has everything I need.
Okay. Jump on this horse.
Them's a lot of victuals. You sure they'll fit in your saddlebags?
Heavens, you barely made it here in time. Why, a moment longer and I'd be crestfallen.
Okay, so that was pretty easy. Got $10, and we get horse stats. As your different stats can improve. I should probably go over that. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, pause menu. You got maps, and this will show you what's available here. Our one Pony Express mission, we already did it, so it's no longer on here. Your wanted posters aren't going to show up on here, so you need to just be on the lookout for those. But of course we got the shopkeep, which we've already been to. This is the Alhambra Saloon. If we go inside, we can play some Texas Hold'em poker. If we win that, cool. And well, I mean, I say it's cool, but one thing that makes the Texas Hold'em poker missions a little bit easier is you have the ability to cheat. You can palm a card and you can swap it in for any card at any time. So it's kind of like playing Texas Hold'em, but you've got 3 cards instead of 2. And then the bartender mission, that'll be our next core mission. So we'll hold off on that for now. Let's see. Also, zoom. Okay, we're in. This is Dodge City for now. Or this is Dodge City. We're here for now, and the rest of that is the rest of the map where we'll eventually have access to. And Empire is the other big town in this game. Alright, saddlebag. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we got our weapons. As of now, we've only got one pistol. We got the Colt Navy revolver, 1851. We'll get an upgrade for that pretty quick, and we'll get another upgrade for it not too long after that. And then finally, we'll get our final upgrade later on in the game. Alright, rifles. Right now we got the Winchester 1866. Our next upgrade for that is a pretty long time away, and there's only one upgrade. Shotguns, we don't have one right now. You actually only get one shotgun, and then later on you get an upgrade for it. And then the final 2 shotguns, you don't get those until after the game's already over, which is kind of a bummer, because you're going to want to do all of your side missions, you know, before you start your next core mission. So when you get your final 2 upgrades, which they're really, I mean, they're awesome, but they practically, if you had them during the core missions of the game, they would completely just break the game anyway. I mean, they're that good. So it's probably good that you only get 2 shotguns in the game, and then you get your final 2 at the end. Sharpshooter, it'll be a while before we get that one. And then whenever we get our upgrade for it, it'll be way later on in the game. So not worried about that for now. Melee, right now we have our Bowie Knife, named after Jim Bowie, Texas hero, fought at the Alamo. We get our next upgrade for that, not too far into the game, and then we get another upgrade for it. But even after we get our upgrades, I still like to kind of hang on to the Bowie Knife. I like to use the Bowie Knife the most, just because if you got into a if you started a wanted poster mission and you didn't have the Bowie knife equipped, you might forget to re-equip it. So, and the damage between the Bowie and the tomahawk and the cavalry sword is not, it's significant, but by the time that you're going to get those two upgrades, you're going to be mostly using your pistol anyway. You're not going to be using a melee weapon all that much anyway. So stick with your Bowie knife, is what I say. And if you feel like you're in a mission where you absolutely need to upgrade, absolutely need an upgrade for the mission, switch over to the tomahawk or the cavalry sword, whichever one is the most powerful at the time. Then you have your thrown weapons. Just like in, well, I guess like in Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Revolver and Red Dead Redemption, you've got you're going to get whiskey bombs, which is basically a Molotov cocktail, and then eventually you'll have dynamite. Not too far into the game, and then you have bows in this game. Bows are pretty cool, and you are going to want to need to hang on to your bows. The first bow you get is just going to be your basic bow and arrow, and there's going to be a use for that very first bow for some of the hunting missions that you have coming up, and it'll be very useful for that. The next one I think is the fire bow, and then finally you get the dynamite bow. And it's cool that you have bows, but I hardly ever use them. You hardly find a real use for, even the dynamite bow, which I don't think you get it just too far into the game. So it's just cool to have. But the first bow that you get is going to be the one that you, not necessarily the one that you want to stick with during the core missions, but the one that you're probably going to end up using the most because of the hunting missions. The hunting missions, the way they work is you're going to go to the Indian, and he's going to give you an animal to go hunt down, and he's going to tell you that the way of the Native American is to get close enough to the animal and put an arrow through its eye, or basically shoot it in the head, and that way you don't damage the pelt. If you don't damage the pelt, I think I can't remember, there's some kind of bonus that you get. Maybe it's a little more money. But if you're able to kill all of the legendary animals with just that bow, then you get a certain vest later on in the game, and it helps to, I believe it helps to reduce damage. So that'd be pretty cool. So, anyways, those are the weapons. And this is the item screen. Not really much to it. I mean, basically you go to the shopkeep, you buy the item, or you acquire the item in the game, and it's just here for your viewing. It's not, you can't choose to not have another shot. You just buy it and then you get another shot. That's just how it works. The same way with the pistol speed loader. You can't choose to just have a slower reload time. It's just there to show you that you've purchased that. Statistics. You got skills. As of right now, we are basically a novice, and as you progress through the game, you'll get certain upgrades for your gun hand, quick draw, melee horse, and you get more health. Let's see, game stats. You want to keep an eye on that, especially the gold. Let's see. This has got some kind of auto scroll. And I'll just kind of tell you what you've completed, what you still need to complete. Gold, 0 of 44. We haven't mined any gold yet, so obviously it's going to say 0 of 44. But there are 44 different places where you can mine gold in this game. Anyway, pretty cool. Let's see. And that's just your Generic option screen. Save game and mission. Alright. So we're good. Alright, before I go, I'll cut this video in just a second. Let's wait. I don't want to start a mission accidentally, because I do want to cut the video in a minute. I'm already 30 minutes. Okay, card dealer. I believe you can go ahead and play some cards and gain a little bit of money. So I think on the next video we'll pick it up with a hand of cards. We'll start there at the card dealer mission. So I'm gonna cut it here, and appreciate everybody watching. In the next mission we will play some cards, and we'll go ahead and check out the wanted posters and do everything we can here in Dodge City before we start the next core mission. So appreciate everybody watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Gun. Later.